Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Maybe not the best morning that we ever had. Not what we were expecting. I can't tell you how badly I'm feeling. And I know I was counting on my intuition that I'm so often correct. I predicted that Biden will be taken out of the of the running, and it happened. I predicted that Macron will win. I predicted Italian president to be a woman. I predicted Germany, Britex that will show the finger. And then I said that White House will be in chaos, and I saw tornado. And I saw the empty White House. I don't understand that yet. Usually the visions were very correct. And we all were feeling that there is no way that he can win, that people will choose someone so corrupt and so on.
Well, did they really, though?
It's for entertainment only.
Linda G. posted on her community page that there are supposedly
Thank
20
you,
million votes that are not accounted for. They don't align up with registrations.
I have to tell you something. Lady went to the doctor, my age, and she's telling the optometrist, I can't see. Can you help me? So he's checking the letters, and all the letters on that post she is reading to the top ones. And he said, I didn't have any patient with that good vision today. What's wrong with you? Well, I can't see that we are living in the good economy. Yeah. So this is the problem, that people were not seeing. Even they had a good economy, they couldn't see it, and that was the problem. Everyone was talking about good economy, and some people were not unhappy. It's not a joke, it's so serious. Okay, thank you so much. Can Isabel, AO, Wanda, I know Heidi was there, and BP, Roxanne, the what is this?
Tina Leno.
Oh, Tina. Okay, you read because of
Christine Valenzuela, Maggie Zeal, I. Hernandez. Couldn't get your card, but Rusty.
Hello.
Janet Jackson.
And I have
Joan Willico.
Tell you how scared I was of the morning video with you. It is scary.
Well, now the other part of this. You saw a tornado. You saw a whole bunch of challenges that are going to be made. You saw the White House empty for a little bit of time. You did see Kamala in the White House. You saw her elected as president. So all these things. It was interesting because in June, I was listening to Pam Gregory, the United Kingdom astrologist, and she was saying back then that the person who wins on November the 5th, by November the 18th, when planets change and everything like that, she says that person is totally gone. He no longer exists there. And so changes are taking place. Challenges are going to be happening, and look forward to that. And then she said that she didn't see an inauguration taking place in January, which is what you saw, the empty White House. And that changes, the inauguration was going to take place in February, March. And then changes were going to go into the age of Aquarius even more, where it's the people and it's for the benefit of humanity. But look at all the underbellies that have come up. The dysfunction of SCOTUS, the dysfunction of the what's that called again? The Electoral College. All these dysfunctions are coming to the surface, and that's what's needed, is all these things like Trump's crap even came to the surface.
And it's unbelievable, and the universe was working. Like the comedian said something, and that should awake so many
Well,
people.
the media doesn't take it seriously, and they kept on backing, and then they were afraid of Trump.
And they will be
Everybody
even
is
more.
afraid.
Hello, Christina. Oh, thank you. I'm always right. Usually, I
Let things play out. And as
and
far
I'm
as anxiety,
beating myself out. I can tell you it's very hard to be in my situation thinking that I'm saying what I'm seeing and that's the right thing. And I don't want to deceive anyone.
you can't deceive on your predictions.
But BP wrote me just thank you, BP, for your. I didn't have time to answer you. She wrote, maybe that's for the better. Because if there will be a war, civil war in USA, maybe that's better that he is re-elected. One thing I can promise you, there will be war between Trump and melon.
Mm-hmm.
Those two melon heads can't go together. And papaya. It's form of melon from the melon family. And I saw the papaya with black, rotten, moldy seeds. Usually we don't eat the seeds, we are taking them out. But that's my, it might be something, some symbolic vision over there. I have to go back maybe to some of my videos and see what I was talking. Yesterday, the video came in to me by coincidence. Sometimes you see your old video, and it was number 10 video.
It was 7 years ago.
7 years, August 27th. So I was just 1 month on the YouTube. And the video's name, Hitler's New Look, dash psychic predicts Trump is bringing America gifts. And those gifts were just hanging on a tree like card. This, promises. Not under the Christmas tree, they were just...
Oh, he's good at talking. And
he is good for, like, Mexico will pay for the wall. He will build the wall, but Mexico will... And it's too scary for me to even imagine what will happen if Putin will take Ukraine. Then he might come to Canada and divide in half, take half and take another half for Trump.
You've also not seen Trump moving into the White House.
I saw empty White House, so it can be temporary.
Things are going to happen.
I'm not saying
so
everything is, but I'm a human, and it is very scary when you believe.
You live a lot of times in fear and anxiety. I don't.
I do.
I don't.
And she's crazy optimistic. She is so absolute.
Well, it is an experience, and then I analyze the experience, but I don't let my fear or anxiety take over my emotions, because that adds and then keeps on multiplying in you. Heidi says, I'm not a conspiracy person, but I truly think something is very wrong.
Me too. And even in the previous, I said they will have to clean up those seats somehow, because that was not legal. And we don't know how many millions he bought for those. It was worth it for him to invest 1 million. So he must be buying so many millions of people, and that's not legal. That should be stopped, and he should go to.
Well, even so, Musk, he also, he's an agent for Russia. He's doing Russia's bidding. But even here, Sister H, ballot boxes were bombed and burned. I know he didn't win. There are so many things the Republicans will do anything. And I'm just hoping that all those lawyers who are lined up to go after things, they start to work. But I don't think he's going to end up being in there. I listened to David Johnson yesterday, and he says he sees Trump in handcuffs. I think, and what was your thing when I asked about Trump pulling the strings and something else about lightning you saw?
Oh, lightning. I had, that was with Mia G. She's our viewer. Hello, Mia. And I had a video with her private reading. And we were talking about Trump. And I'm not going to tell you the whole conversation, but it came to me that Trump is on the golf course, and lightning hit him.
Something
So
is going to happen.
who knows?
I
It
think-
could happen. And that's quite often that the lightning is hitting people on the golf club.
When he doesn't
Golf
expect it. I know that Merrick Garland, he said that he didn't want to pursue a lot of things before the election, but after the election, he was going after people. And so now all those are coming out. And Diddy's stuff is coming out, and Epstein's stuff is coming out. And
yeah, and no one was talking about Epstein on the media.
But that's the media, and you have to consider that a lot of people are swayed by what Fox says. I don't watch Fox at all. I don't even have it on my TV. But I just find, because they're set up as an entertainment network, they're not a news network, and they just throw anything out and see what sticks, just like Trump.
And there was another question that you asked, how Trump is feeling.
How Trump is feeling.
That was yesterday, before election. Well, during the election time. And I saw strings hanging with letter B. So I thought that he's going for plan B, and there was 3 strings, hanging with letter B. So he's going for plan B. So he had some plan that was going to be in use. Maybe it was already in use. And Cheryl read this as he was going for help from BB. But plan B is usually that was my answer. So if you can see that old video of mine about Hitler, New Look, I said what the future will be if he is, but that was, he was still running, he was already president. And if the second time he is, for sure he will be acting like.
With Andrea's saying, Cheryl, I love your necklace and blouse. Blue is going to win, and gold or yellow is new beginnings and optimism. And that's how I'm feeling. I know this is going to play out well.
I'm mourning. I'm kind of blacky.
Well, things happen for a reason, and everything's being exposed. And you never saw Vance being vice president. You saw him writing another book. Trust spirit. Spirit, you're letting your conscious mind interfere.
I hope I'm right.
We'll see, because you never did see Biden racing at the end.
I said long time ago that they will be changing the steering wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really good. That time I didn't understood why. During the race in a sport car,
it would have been nice if he would have stepped down earlier on his own, because it would have allowed her more time.
He wouldn't even run if he will let to have a real election for running for the presidency.
There are some places that they're still counting the votes that come in 5 days after the election.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still things going on. There's still things. So don't write it off. And remember to live in the moment. Don't live in fear. Don't live in anxiety. Don't do any of that. Live in the moment and find something that you enjoy doing.
And after video on Monday, I was very depressed. I was like anxious.
You were depressed before we even started the reading.
But mostly after.
Anyways, yeah, usually I try to put things in perspective.
She is such an optimistic person. And I'm glad that she is my girlfriend, because I can easily cry and I can easily laugh. And between this is my life.
And I don't know whether it's LLONA or ILONA. You people in Canada are at the start of the same political issues. Yes, we are. And our premier just got voted in by her party again to continue on with leadership. But the party is, the last time a leader got put in again for the second thing, they were out within a year. I think as it gets closer to the election, I think they're going to change things. And
what is going on? Oh, Hernandez is, please read what is going on to happen now. Gosh, so much. So much. I will just ask the cards like everyone else.
One.
I'm afraid to close
Two.
my eyes.
Three.
Okay, I see, close for a second, I see a field, and when it's ready for harvest, and the wind is making waves on so it's not one way, the wavy field. It's beautiful when it's happening. We have to wait, we have to look ahead. The job is not completely done. I have to listen to my intuition. Something good will happen. We'll get out of it.
And you have to remember that Biden is now being given the powers of the president.
Pull up your pants, Biden. Even diaper if he has to, but pull up and start acting. Thank you, Moon Dust Psychic. Thank you. You are correct. Please don't get down. You are our angel and guides are super duper. You guys are super duper. We love you. Thank you so much. And lucky 11111. And I just mentioned this, that it's odd. Cheryl used that number 1111.
Well, it also coincides. I'm 11-11-33. I'm 11-11, and I'm a 33.
Okay.
11 and 33 in my life charts.
But and 11 hands up. Thank you. And my number is Psychic Violetta 1111, and Brooke, who is the wonderful lady who is writing us comments, not comments, timestamps. Brooke is 1111. That's kind of, we didn't plan to put that number next to our names. So it is something that we are.
Keep talking.
Well, I'm just checking what you are doing.
We have a troll on here.
Thank you for cleaning up the mess. Thank you so much, Moondust Psychic. I have to check you out. And as a psychic, you know how it is. We don't know until it's happening that we are wrong or not wrong.
Well, so far you've been pretty darn good.
But we are just predicting, and we have the feeling. But the last 2 days, I was so. And for my husband, he got the worst of it. And don't listen, Richard, don't listen.
Well, I really have trust in all of this, because I think that good comes out of all of this. We're living in parallel lifetimes now. We're raising our vibration, and humanity is going to win out. And even Pam Gregory, when she was talking, she said in February, March, she expected, to have the good one. Kamala would be in there, and things are going to change for the better. But it's going to be a tough time for her getting all this stuff out. The thing that worries me is that it looks like the Senate's going to be Republican, if that holds true, the Senate being Republican, which stops all appointments to the courts. And that'll be a problem.
Yeah, because they are getting ahead in Senate and House.
So let's go back to what Linda had posted. It was Linda G. Comanche. It was from somebody who was, she's a Democrat from Florida, and I don't know whether she was in the House or in the Congress or something like that, Congress or Senate, or whether she was running for a seat down there. But she's the one that says that 20 million ballots don't add up. Estella Branson, if they recount the ballots, will they find that population and the votes don't match?
And I said before that there will be recounts.
Well, yeah, you saw them being in the court, and it's going to go to the Supreme Court. 1.
And that was scary for me.
2, 3.
Camphora, it's castor oil, it's vaporating. You don't even smell it. It's very good for wounds and, to help to heal you. But it's vaporating oil. And it looks like it will be vaporating something. Devil game, backstabbings, the devil and backstabbing. Ace of coins is for security, but the backstabbing. 10 of swords, look at that one. They have to check and be completely sure that there was no. What Trump is accusing others, it's always projecting, like he's looking at the mirror and saying, oh, I can see behind me there is a big plate. Yeah, there is a big plate because you are seeing this in your own mirror.
Yeah.
So he is predicting those things, and we have to trust that he is, and I saw that yesterday, that he is going to pull the strings with letter B. So he had some other plans, and he said that he has some plans with Mike Johnson.
Maybe he has plans to go to prison. He's figuring out what his outfit's going to be. Violetta Smith.
He was already trying the orange, and it looks so good on him, much as his carnation and fake carnation, of course. Because yesterday in the morning, I saw him without the makeup. And he was so pale, and I was calling my husband, he couldn't come. I said, come in, because look how he looks like he doesn't have any makeup. That was just...
Well, I just keep on going back to what Pam Gregory had said, that there's going to be the person who wins, and around the 18th of November, when everything changes,
I'm taking your word for it.
Let's see how that plays out.
I will grab the razor to hang him.
Violetta Smith says, I feel that he said there would be a surprise. I feel Putin has his hands in this. So I'm keeping up my faith and praying for the light to turn on. Something is going to be the surprise. So let's see what the lightning strike will be.
It's not only China, it's not only Russia, China.
It's been proven that China and Russia were involved.
And Melon is the biggest helper.
Well, he's an agent of Russia.
Yeah, and both.
And China too?
Yeah. Well, because he is not going he's disconnecting the Sputnik.
Over Taiwan.
So it is that he is helping them. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, but we were not supposed to know in advice anything.
What if you were right? And Loves Peace says they will evaporate his win.
What is this one?
Oh, that's the one that I deleted. Patrice Wright says Cash Peters had that Kamala won't win straight away, but she ends up in the White House.
Okay.
Kathy McLaughlin, please everyone stay positive and pray for this to be sorted out.
Please, Kamala, hold your doors closed and don't open for him. Yeah, we have 1,118 viewers. And I thought no one will show up today because I thought, oh my gosh, I don't want to open my eyes. And the worst thing is, my husband was telling me, Americans don't go, most guys don't going to vote for women. I said, you are chauvinistic.
Yeah, but what about all the votes that have
He
gone
said,
missing?
I'm
perhaps?
not that way. I'm not that way, but I'm telling you.
I can't believe how some people are so
sorry,
narrow.
I disturbed you. You were saying.
Oh, yeah, well, Kamala is, she's still, I think, going to come out, the smiling one. Paulette Riddle says, even if she has to concede the recounts and hacking will override the outcome, January is still a while away. Melinda Rogers, something doesn't add up. I think we're going to learn the truth. I think so too. Please stay strong, it says, with Heidi. 50 Shades of Purple against bullying. Please keep in mind that a concession is not legally binding. If subsequent intel shows there was interference or there's recounts that show a different outcome, she can renege on her concession.
Patricia Frenzino is asking to be a moderator. I don't know how to nominate someone as a moderator, but if you
Well, we just did that.
Yeah, Cheryl did that.
Just believe in you. Keep the light, people.
Okay.
What does Kamala need to do? Well, I don't have an awful lot of questions because everybody seems to have the election in their mind.
Everyone is under taser shock.
Yeah.
No.
I kept on thinking he's going to get in and then he's going to be gone. So.
And I said the time there will be about a few weeks that there will be some problematic.
Mm-hmm. How's Kamala feeling today? Well, 2, 3.
Don't know. I see her putting her feet in the salty water, warm water. So it's like calming her down. She must have so many blisters on the feet from running all the time for hours and hours, and sometimes in the high heels. So she is probably recovering some way and rethinking everything. The cards, Angel of Security. She don't trust those elections. She don't trust those whoever, so, and she wants to be reunited with her family, with her friends, and with the Democrats. So she is making some plans for the future, but in a relaxing form, like when we are keeping our feet in the salty Epsom salts.
Mm-hmm.
That's for to improve our circulation and think better.
Mm-hmm. Lori Sue Craig and Clement, let's remember we are all here as humans. We are all our imperfections. With all our imperfections, even our dear Violetta is subject to being human and all it entails. More is to be revealed in time. Allow for this. It's that reaction again. Everything is an experience, and it's how you react that makes the difference.
And even with Trump winning the first time, right away, I put I don't know if it exists because it was so many years ago.
I existed?
No. Leszek put me on a Twitter.
Oh, okay. I don't do Twitter. But
no, I never did.
I met you 2 months after you started your program because then I realized that you actually live in Red Deer.
And 3 blocks away from each other.
Yeah.
But I saw that Trump will be carrying the desk.
Mm-hmm.
That time he was carrying before election, and I told Leszek, I see him carrying the desk to the 4th floor,
mm-hmm.
on the back door of the Trump Tower.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like backing, not legally carrying the desk, and they are carrying heavy desk, presidential desk, and the guy before him is gray hair, and Trump behind him. The guy went inside, so that was Mike Pence,
Mm-hmm.
and Trump stood on top of the stairways on the fourth floor or fifth, and he's waving to people. But people were so upset at him, and they scrambled papers and threw at him to that floor, and they were yelling. So that was a vision that I had. So I predicted that Trump will carry the desk, will go to the top, but eventually people will be very upset with him.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when he was running against Clinton. And it was 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago, people were so upset with him. I can't believe it that now that he's so popular, when before
Well,
they
he's great at communicating, and people don't mind that he's a buffoon. I'm sorry to buffoons, but
yeah.
that's what comes to mind.
Don't offend buffoons.
But it's the press who really, really helped this by not calling out Trump as everything is. And what does Mitch McConnell think now? I mean, he kept him in there, and he thought that the law would take care of him.
Yeah. But I was not happy when I was calling Merrick Garland turtle. I was not happy. I said he is a turtle. He's walking
He's very slow and methodical.
slow, and all big show, and So this was something that I didn't like about him,
Mm-hmm.
because I thought, well, you should have that. Sometimes in that position you should run, but.
Well, you also saw Kamala being in there, but not running again in 2028.
No, I said that she will not, someone else.
Mm-hmm. Trust in your visions. Don't let the emotions of right now get you.
Thank you so much.
Well, things turn out that way.
You
don't believe, and then you start questioning yourself because you're going in the moment.
And I know how all of you are feeling. We are so shocked because all the predictions, even from the polls, were showing that they are hand to hand, like so much the same. And now they are showing us that he is so much better. That doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so we will have to be patient. Do you have any prayers?
Well, let's ask this first from Kathy McLaughlin. Is the FBI or Homeland Security aware of any shenanigans that are taking place?
Thank you, Kathy McLaughlin. Can you count?
1, 2, 3.
Some money are involved in that situation as well.
Oh, besides Elon Musk's money?
Mm-hmm. So they have to go through the piles of money.
Mm-hmm.
So they might not be too cooperative. So tough journey for them. The person who is running this wants to be secure for himself, his own security.
It's a very interesting time in history, but we have to keep on believing the higher level of humanity. Mm-hmm. Things are all the way that it's supposed to be. All of this stuff is being exposed, and it'll be taken care of, hopefully.
And remember, there is nothing bad that change for good. So, and all the good stuff is always changing for the ending.
Elaine Goen says the 20 million vote discrepancy is in Pennsylvania. About Linda G talking about that. And that's a swing state.
And that's when Musk was delivering the money.
I don't know. It's just an interesting time in history. I think that I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen in a couple of weeks.
Okay, we'll let you go. Oh, prayers. We want to pray for stability, for security, and being wise and patient and calm and protected from all those things around us. Maybe I was seeing too much like chaos, and maybe that the universe didn't want to happen.
I thought you were right. And I think you're still right, because you've been right so many times on things.
Thank you. Thank you. And we have to pray for security of the world, because
Now it's a go-ahead for
for
Ukraine
Putin
and Taiwan.
For Putin and China and Bibi. So we have to
So keep in your prayers things that
and
good will come.
that everyone will have a good eyes and see the prosperity. Because there may be more people coming to the optometrist and saying, oh, I can't see the prosperity, I'm suffering more. So we have to pray for good coming out of it as soon as possible. I love you guys, and stay positive as much as you can. Watch some movies.
Watch things that you like.
Yes.
I watched The Diplomat, all the rest of they only have 6 episodes this time.
And I was watching the Noah book, the Noah diary. It was good for us. I needed to calm down, and I started watching Harris Goes to Paris, and I thought, I don't want Harris to go to Paris. I want her to stay.
There's a question here about how is Ivanka feeling. Yeah, she wasn't very thrilled to be on the stage with Trump getting her kiss on her cheek.
Ivanka.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was Melania.
Melania.
Yeah, she wasn't too happy with that.
Okay.
Ivanka's been pretty much out of it.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
She is in a foggy distance, and it's not me. I'm not, you don't see me.
Stay away from us, because we've got our money from Saudi Arabia.
Her heart is broken. The dysfunction, the family, she wants to reunite the family, and she knows the world is watching her. So she's going into the fog.
So please be patient, believe in the best, and then keep putting out your good vibes and your prayers for a good outcome, because we're counting on you.
Mm-hmm.
We need this to not carry on much longer.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I've got to go in here and get